Well, hello there.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of the Tabletop Trio podcast. I'm Bob,
I'm Joe.
And I'm Graham.
and we've got a fun one for you. We missed last week because I was on vacation,
It happens.
so
I hope you had fun, though.
I did. We'll get into that later, but I watched people carry dead fish through the streets
So nice.
and then raced.
And it's exactly not how you think they were carrying them.
No, not at all. It wasn't just some guy just being like, "Oh, hey, you
Catch
guys want to
fish
fish?"
here.
Here's a dead fish.
It definitely wasn't like San Francisco where they like throw fish around.
Yeah.
But it was definitely something. So we'll get into that. I also brought presents for us to try a little bit later on. You guys are going somewhere pretty fun next week.
Yeah. We've got Ion. It's finally here. And the weather is not cooperating.
Yay.
Yeah. It looks like I looked at the weather for like next week. It was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. Sunday,
Love that.
sunny. And I was like, oh, when we leave.
You know what? I'm okay with that because that means the NASCAR race goes on without a hitch.
So
There's a chance that the storm might be moving.
Yeah,
But I'm also looking in this area.
I'm hoping it's moving. But regardless, we should have fun. We have our tents. We have our RV. So like,
Yes.
regardless, we're gonna be fine.
We're going to be A-okay.
Yeah, you guys are going to be dry, living it up.
Yeah, AC, potentially a dryer for wet clothes. We're fine.
A dryer?
There might be a dryer. I have to double check with the RV.
my
There might be a
God.
dryer.
Jesus. I didn't know
That
it was
is
this
amazing.
big.
It's a big RV.
Good. We need it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
So, so you guys are getting the RV. How many people are going in all?
Total?
Not just the RV, but like total
I-
for like Team Banana.
I believe last I counted, we are near 15 this year. Plus minus 4.
Okay.
Depending on schedules and stuff like that. So we are we're packing.
Growing in
It's
number.
it's not the biggest we've had. I think the biggest we've ever had was like 22 or 23. That was excessive. But it's good. It's every year we go a little bit bigger. Every year, there's just a little bit more.
Push that envelope.
Yeah, I'm actually debating bringing the Traeger this year, and Dish
Ooh.
was like, "Like, how does that run?" And I was like, "You're not gonna like the answer. It's electric. So I just
Boogie,
I need
oogie, oogie.
I need 1,800 watts of generator for however long you want to cook stuff."
And what was his response?
As long as the fridges get up to temp, that should be fine.
Smart man. Smart
That's
man.
fair.
Yeah, I gotta double check. Elena's supposed to go to her parents tomorrow, and I think they were gonna give us a generator that was like they thought was broken, and it turns out it's not broken, but they already bought a new one. So
I just realized I think I might have a generator for you guys to borrow.
they grow in numbers.
We need all the power.
I was
We
talking to
need-
a coworker today, and he's like, "Yeah, I found this generator." I'm like,
What do you mean you found?
Like back to the truck found.
Yeah.
Like, what are
Yeah.
we talking here?
Yeah.
I love that.
back of their storage container, storage
Perfect.
unit.
Yeah.
My dad has one of those too, but it's a small one. It was like 400 watts or whatever, and it needs like a whole carb cleaning and all this other stuff.
That's too much work.
And I was like, for 400 watts, it's not worth it. I could just plug my car in for that. It's not worth it. But I think they have like a big one, and I was like a Traeger sized one.
Yes.
I will do the ultimate American thing on this July to run gas powered generator to then electrically burn wood to barbecue.
I love it.
God bless America. If only it was on 4th of July.
There's
Right?
a picture floating around right now of a guy in a Tesla, and his license plate says "Ew gas," and he's filling up gas tanks for an incoming storm. And I'm all for the electric cars. I think they're actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's the irony.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
know,
people that buy them.
You got to be a smarmy ass.
Yeah.
Do you know
Like-
I'm not always on their team.
do you know what happens when they break down because their batteries are dead? Do you know
Nothing.
The car doesn't work.
Do you know what happens when they call AAA?
They can't do anything.
Oh yes, they can.
What do they tow?
No. They hook up a gas-powered generator to charge your vehicle.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
That's what they do. They just hook up a generator. They're like, here you go. It'll give you 15 miles or whatever, so
Yeah.
you get wherever you got to go in like a half hour.
And then they probably wind up charging like $75
Yeah,
for it.
oh,
and,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh. Yeah. They're getting their money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that AAA service. Yeah, they're getting there. But I don't know. I'm back and forth on an electric vehicle when my lease is up. I keep going.
What do
back
you
and
think?
forth.
Because I know you like the Rivian.
Yeah, still thinking the Rivian. And it's simply because it's the only truck right now that could tow well and have a bunch of features and isn't made of stainless steel and then isn't also the size of like 4 Hummer H2s.
Yeah.
Because the Hummer is goddamn gigantic. I don't know how it fits in a lane. I saw one driving and I was like, oh my God.
I'd be terrified.
It looks like a goddamn 18-wheeler. Like it is thick.
All right. So think about this. Your car fits in a lane, right?
Mhm.
And you have your front seat and you have a passenger seat.
Yeah.
You got a little armrest in the middle.
Yeah.
A bus also fits in a lane.
Yes.
And that bus has multiple seats on both ends and an aisle down the middle.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Because ours fit in the lane with wiggle room.
Not much though.
It's enough.
No.
And then you also have to remember
for multiple seats on both sides.
well, you also has a absolutely.
I'm not.
Well,
I think it's the
See, I
Matrix.
know where you're coming
I think it's
from.
the Matrix.
I
think
get it.
It's
a
very
flaw in the
TARDIS-like.
Yeah.
No, I
But-
get it. So
It's a flaw in the system.
so what happens is
Gap in the code.
we have our road, like how wide a vehicle could be. The buses are wider, and then also, and this is the part that gets
I've
a lot of
seen
people.
buses drive next to each other on 2-lane road.
Yeah, no, you can still get there. They don't overhang, but there's nothing on those bus walls.
Yeah.
There's no insulation. There's no crumple zones.
So
They
we're-
got nothing
We're talking at most 5 inches.
on each side, and then the road to account. So
Okay.
and then you got to remember, like my Jeep has fender flares. 4 inches of fender flares. That's 4 inches of car that is missing on both sides. That is not on the inside.
Yeah, but I guess a bus you have the wheel wells because there's always that.
But
bad
it's
seat.
under.
Yeah, they're under.
As to where most cars have it out just a little bit, but they're out.
Oh, wow.
Buses don't have out. Buses are.
I see
under.
what you're saying. Still think it's a gap in the code.
No, the one that I don't get are like the big like fucking Greyhounds and like those double deckers that like I just saw like a 42-foot RV that arguably would be like a $4 million apartment in New York City, and I was like, how the fuck does that drive? Where does that go on a road? There's just no way. 42 feet? You can't even make turns.
Breaking the matrix.
And what's fucked up about it is you don't need a CDL to drive those things.
No,
But you
was
need a
looking it up.
CDL to drive a pickup truck that's carrying a forklift.
Yes. I was actually looking up
Make that make sense.
because I was looking up RVs, and that is one of the main reasons I'm going back and forth between vehicles is because I am back and forth on if we want an RV or not.
Okay.
So Ion is kind of like the test run for an RV, and if we would like the RV like life. I was in CES and I saw the Pebble, which is a full electric RV. So no gas generator. It has solar panels on the roof. Just like a really well thought out RV.
By the way, if we get knocked off the air, it's because Joe's cat is hanging out by the computer.
I see the wires moving every now and again.
Do it.
So like I've been going back and forth on like if I get an RV, would I want like a smaller RV or like a bigger RV? And then with that, what could I tow and how big do I need to go? Because that's the thing is like RVs, like the bus ones where you just drive, or the ones that like you lock on. And I always go back and forth. I'm like, do I want the one where you lock in and then I could just, unhook it and do whatever? Do we want like the big bus one where you're just like, it's all connected?
Yeah. Motorhome or RV trailer kind of thing.
Right. And I keep going back and forth because you can get some pretty good deals on like the motorhome style ones.
Oh, yeah.
But they get like 4 miles to the gallon.
I think I'm a trailer guy.
I like the trailer concept. The thing is, when you go trailer concept, you need a certain vehicle to tow a lot of RVs. So you can get like the ultralights. Like there's a bunch of ultralights that I could tow with my Jeep all day long, but it's only for a certain size, and there are a few. Like you have to go below 64 or what is mine, 63 or 6,400 pounds, and that's like fully loaded. So when you're looking at wet, like water. You need sink water, you need toilet water, and then as you use it, there becomes another water, so there's 3.
Yeah.
So you have to account for that water. So when you buy a 42 or 4,300 pound trailer, you're actually getting like a 6 to 6,500 pound trailer once you put your shit in it and
literally,
and add water. So I've been going back and forth. The Rivian tows a shitload. And they did a test on it, and it was exactly 100 miles to a tow, which is not great. But when I unhook it, I am still an electric vehicle. I can just go around. And the Pebble has solar panels on it, so it'll actually hook up and charge the car while it's just sitting. So that's kind of
pretty
cool.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, but I don't know. I keep going back and forth on, like, I wish a couple cars that were out yet existed. That, like, they're right there.
we just need a little bit more.
But they haven't given us any release dates or any goddamn information.
have you seen the new Airstream trailers?
No.
I saw what I'm assuming is a new one while driving through. Because the Airstream, it's a toaster on
I
wheels.
was going to say the silver one.
This thing was all chromed out, and it actually had like a sculpted rear end where it almost looked like, like one of those like 1940s like roadsters where like it kind of swoops down dramatically, but then it also kind of like the fender flares also follow the body lines.
Yeah.
It looked exactly like that,
Interesting.
but like all like silver, not quite chrome, but like silver to be like, oh yeah, that's an Airstream.
Yeah.
It looked like it was one of the brand new ones.
I think the thing
and it looked so cool.
the thing I don't like about Airstreams is that they're like $1 bajillion.
Oh yeah,
They're so goddamn expensive, and you get
because they're the OG.
but you get nothing.
You're paying brand
Some
name.
of them don't even have showers. You're like, you can't charge someone $95,000 for a bed on wheels.
Give me
no
my
shower.
goddamn shower.
Like,
Clearly, you haven't seen a college dorm.
True that.
let's see
True
if
that.
I could find an Airstream. If
While he looks for one, today I was actually at my college and I took a shower in our old team locker room. It was
Really?
really nice.
Did you compare penis size with anyone else?
No, I was the
say
only one in there. I was the only one in there. Luckily.
I was a little worried for a second.
you walk in. Hey guys,
Hey guys.
It's-
All
we're
right,
living some college memories.
line up.
Let me see him.
So I'm looking at the Airstreams. They do not have the fended anything that you were talking about. So that must have been a custom.
Okay, it had to have been then because it
Yeah.
it was super curved down low. Like it looked so cool.
That being said,
So it might have been a custom.
They start at 60,000 for
Jesus.
anything.
For
It's
like a
called
tiny one.
Bambi. You put into perspective how big you think that is. Anything that looks like usable is like $130,000.
At that
Starting
cost,
at
I'd rather go buy like a
house?
bus. Yeah.
Yeah, just buy a house.
yeah, that's the thing. Like when you get to that price, it's not usable anymore. Like I can get an ultralight for my Jeep for like 20,000,
Yeah.
and it's like 30-foot shower, 2 beds, couch, sofa. Like
Yeah. Or you could go the DIY route and buy like an old ambulance or a school bus or something like that. I know a guy who I don't know if he still has it or not, but he was part of the whole schoolie community and renovated an entire school bus, turned it into his camper, and
That's
all that
sweet.
kind of stuff.
yeah, I did the math on that.
I've always wanted to do it, but
Always.
not be the one that owns it.
Always
Kind of
want-
like having a boat.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to be friends with a boat guy,
might be me soon.
but I don't want to own it.
Yeah. No. Boats are way more work than people think.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they're money pits. It's just
Bury another 1,000.
not- Yeah.
Every time.
Even though that's bad, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I've looked at the bus thing, and the problem with the bus thing is you have to buy a, for all intents and purposes, beaten to shit bus. Yeah, because they usually have like 400,000 miles on them when they get rid of them. And then I did the math on like a bare bones conversion. You're paying more than if I just bought the ultralight. It like ends up being damn near about the same amount of money. Doesn't look as good. Isn't as functional. Your engine is now questionable.
Yeah.
And you've spent more money.
No, I'm sure there's people that have gotten down lower in cost to build. Shoddy work here and there, but it works. It works.
Well, that's assuming you're doing shoddy work. It
Yeah.
still like breaks even.
I don't know. There's some buses out there that they look great. You could tell that it's just complete shit work, but they look really good.
Someone sits on it wrong.
Yeah, like it's going down.
Don't stand over by this wheel well, or you're gonna have to Flintstone it. Like,
Yeah, that was a big thing I was reading. Like there were some people that were like, "Oh, we're renovating our bus. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited." And then they're like 3 months in, and like half the floor is gone, and like most of the walls, and they're like, "So there was a lot of rust, and we're learning how to weld." And I'm like,
oh no,
"You're welding yourself." No one stepped foot in that bus.
First time welder. Let's try this out.
Yeah, first time welder on this thing that we have to live on.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I love seeing those kind of like, good for them for doing it, getting themselves out there and all that kind of stuff. But I love seeing the people that, oh, this is going to be easy. Look at this. I can do it this way. It's going to break in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna
can
have
do
to
it
keep
that
doing
way
it, like-
several times.
Do it right. You only have to do it once. Come on.
Yeah, I'm yeah, that's why I'm going back and forth. So we'll find out after Ion if we even like the RV experience, and then if we do, that will sway what I'm buying. But
Yeah.
I'm between the Rivian, a Grand Cherokee, 4xe, the electric-ish version, and I wish that the goddamn Ram Charger would come out already. Because that, I think, is the future of vehicles. I think all the car companies should just do that. It is like, it's perfect. They figured it out.
They've cracked the code.
Yeah. So it's got like a V6 in it, but for 0 acceleration. It is just there as basically a generator. So it's got a big-ish battery. I think it can go like 100 and something, like 160 miles or whatever on a charge. Nothing huge. It's a smaller battery. But when the battery depletes, the generator kicks on, and then it just starts generating power to recharge the battery, just like a regular generator. You can't accelerate with it. You can't change the RPMs. It's just there to generate electric for the battery. And I think that is the future, because all they have to do is remove the gas engine and put in a hydrogen engine, and you've succeeded. You've done it.
That is win.
Yeah.
Because it gets like 800 or 900 miles between, like, if the battery's full when you leave and your gas is full, you'll get around 900 miles like total. And when you are running low, all you have to do is take 6 minutes to refill your gas tank, and you're back up and running again, technically still charging your electric. I'm like, that's it.
That's cool.
You win. Now let me buy one.
Give me, please, now.
Yeah. Plus, it's a pickup, so it'll tow, like, they said, like 11,000 pounds. I was like, you win. I mean,
so here comes that Airstream.
I would love. I want to see someone with a Cybertruck tow an Airstream, just for
Chrome on chrome.
Yeah, just.
They're so ugly.
They really are.
Yeah.
I saw one. They converted it to the Warthog from Halo.
Of course they did.
Yeah, that was kind of cool, but still ugly.
I feel like that's the only use for the Cybertruck, because it is just, it's hideous. You can't see anything. It's a Tesla, so it's a pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't get the appeal of that car other than look at me, give me attention.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
though.
that's all
it's just
it
a
is.
flex.
yeah,
Because it's
Just
not,
like hey, I bought this and you didn't.
it's not
Yeah.
good.
look at me. I am careless with my money.
Haven't they done like 3 recalls already?
Probably.
Like major recalls?
Oh, definitely. I'm sure.
It's
I don't
just-
know if I'm not positive, but I'm sure.
I think. Let me verify before I'm that asshole. But I know for a fact there's. I think
just be that
2.
asshole. Just lie to the public, you know?
Just lie.
Just lie.
Cybertruck recall. How many are there? Okay, they've recalled 12,000 so far because the front windshield wiper motor failed due to excessive electric current. So they overclocked the windshield wiper.
That's awesome. That's great. That's a great problem to have.
Ain't getting no water on this one. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I hope it's just like full tilt, like it's one click, just slamming.
Well, either that or it's not turning on at all because you've put too much electric in it.
My windshield wipers bang limiter.
Tesla's recall. Oh, this was like 6 days ago. So this is the newest one. Tesla's recalling the Cybertruck again, this time because a piece can fly off.
Dope.
So it has
So
issued
it's a
2
mobile
recalls.
weapon.
And then it's 3rd and 4th since the model was introduced last year. So there have been 4. So I was almost correct.
4 in 1 year.
4 in 1 year. And yeah, it's so what falls off? Oh, a piece of plastic trim that could just fly off the back of the bed. Fantastic.
The bed. I love seeing influencers on TikTok being like, look, I can do truck stuff with my Tesla. Cool. You carried 4 bags of mulch.
Big truck things.
There's a lot of people
Great
getting
job.
stuck in like the desert and stuff because they're trying to do like, Jeep and
Yes.
Toyota and whatever things. And
It
they
has
just
all the
can't.
torque.
Can't.
You just can't.
Good job. You're doing such a great job.
Someone tried
I'm
to
so
roll through.
proud of you.
Someone tried to roll through a puddle and then got stuck. It was hilarious. He had to floor it in and out and in and out and in and out to get out.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, oh my God.
That is.
And then the next car just drove by and was just like right up. I was like, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you were talking about doing renovations and everything.
Mhm.
Apparently, we're helping you, or at least I'm helping you with building something
Oh,
tomorrow.
I'll be there too.
Yeah, it's in those boxes over there.
Oh,
So I bought a gazebo, and I was like, I'll put it together. It's no big deal. Like I've built a bunch of stuff before. So I had off Monday, so I was like, oh, the pieces finally came. I wish that all the pieces came Friday like they were supposed to, but one got held up, and of course that one has all of the screws and the manual in it. So I couldn't put it together all goddamn weekend. So it came Monday, and I started putting it together. And I'm like, okay, this isn't that bad. Step 1, step 2. I got to like step 6 or step 7. And then at step 7, I realized why they had 2 bodies and then a plus sign and then 3 more bodies in like the instruction booklet. And that's because
you need human
they
sacrifice.
recommend 2, but you could go up to 5.
So you need to sacrifice 5 other people in order for Satan's gazebo to be built.
The way I was interpreting it was, if you're smart, 2 smart people could do this, but if you're dumb, it'll take 5. That's the way I was doing.
Okay, I'm glad we have like 4 coming tomorrow.
So
I just assumed it was a height and shape thing.
when I did 2 of the legs, and it has like a bar in between, and then the next step was like, all right, so hold up that beam that you just put in, take the other beam that will connect them, and then hold it up and screw it in place.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a height,
I'm like,
height and shape thing.
that's a 3-person
yeah.
job to just hold
Not a lone man.
Yeah, to hold the 2 fucking beams, and then another person lift it, put it in place, and then screw a screw in, 1 on each side so that it's up. That's 3 people. Or 2 people who are very good at balancing things and putting in a screw at the same time.
So what you're saying, Graham and I are going to be the ones holding things?
It's not
Oh,
that
most
it's not that tall. I mean, for you guys it'd be like,
For us to just be like, okay.
yeah, but
Okay,
for
I'm
me
gonna
it's
put
like
this up
normal
here.
height. But yeah, and then I was like, oh, this isn't like that bad other than needing another person. And then I got to like, first of all, there's 26 steps, which is kind of worrying. But like, it gets increasingly difficult steps.
Yeah, because it's going up.
No, just the amount of things you have to do is like hilariously scaled.
Grab your
like,
screwdriver.
Step 1, open up a leg, put a little thing up here, 2 screws, perfect. Grab the other leg, do that 4 more times. That's step 1. Step 2 was like, put bar in between, screw it in between each other, put these little plastic hook things in for like the meshes. I'm like, all right, this is super easy. I flipped ahead to like, I think it was like step 20 or 21, and they're like, screw all of these pieces in, and there's like 75 little S pieces, and then like, I shit you not, 140 something screws. You just
Love it.
every like foot you have to put this thing in. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did we go from slide 7 rails in to fucking screw in 300 bolts? Who did this? Who designed this book?
I want to fight them right now.
But whatever.
Definitely not the people from IKEA or Lego.
No, it was neither of those people. But this was the only gazebo that I found that A, was a good price, and B, was completely metal, so that I didn't have to take it apart every year. Because I didn't want the mesh one, like the fabric crap.
Yeah.
Because A, it never stays that color for more than like 2 months. And B, every time there's a storm, you lose it. Or it like rips it, and then you have to go buy a new cover for like $400. So what did you save?
Yeah, my parents made that mistake. They left they have like an easy up tent kind of thing covering their deck, and they made that mistake of leaving it up, and then there was a massive storm. So now it's like just sitting there in shreds, and my one dog is actually afraid to go out on the deck now because it's moving, and she's like, I don't like that. No way.
Pit bulls.
Big
They're so
dumb
smart
idiots.
and yet so stupid.
No, these two are just really, really dumb.
Why are you so stupid?
Just no smart, all dumb.
She has straight up walked into walls before.
Oh, love that.
The other day I was playing tug of war with her, and she started shaking the toy a little too hard and then slammed her face into the coffee table. and then looked at me. She's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "You're dumb.
I don't know
Just
what
stop."
I've done.
And then she's like, "Oh, okay."
Why, Father?
And then went right back into playing. I'm like, "All right, I guess you're good."
Yep. They're like babies. Just don't acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah.
That's just what you have to do. It didn't happen. Nothing happened. Everything is fine. I didn't even see anything happen.
By the way, earlier on 4M watched in the Twitch chat said, "LOL the no stick above Bob's head," which it's
I
just
love that.
directly above me. Just no.
Fantastic. Well, we got new art back here.
You know, I noticed that.
Yeah, we were in IKEA.
That is
Right.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, we wanted something new. We also got those, but you guys can't see them.
But we can.
But we can. It's a schematic for a skateboard, which ironically is just really a piece of wood with wheels. I don't know.
At least the wireless headphone schematic is a little more detailed.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what wireless headphones they drew a schematic for because IKEA doesn't sell wireless headphones. But
Do
I
they
guess
sell skateboards?
they might have at one point. I got to imagine like IKEA in the 90s or 80s had to sell skateboards, right? Like
sure.
it's
Very possible. I
It's
guess.
the same friggin' thing they use for all of their like materials. I don't imagine they just cut them into circles at some point.
Wood and wheels.
Yeah, like come on. But
That's
I
a
don't
fair
know.
point.
I mean, I could be wrong, but if not IKEA, I have an idea.
I have an idea that will make you a couple of monies.
Take your bobby shelves, cut little circles, and then put wheels on them. Or just lay the bookshelves flat. Just really, really long boards.
Have you been seeing? It's been like a trend lately where people are buying the countertop from like just a wood countertop from IKEA, and then buying two of the, I think they're called Alex drawers, and turning that into a computer desk.
Oh, yes. That's been super popular for a while.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? That honestly is not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I was looking at it when I was doing the basement, and I was like, I could do that. Like, you just get a big table. I think you need, depending on how long you get a, they make like the support rod things for some of their tables. You just buy one of those and drill it into like the back. That way it doesn't fall backwards. Because the Alex straws are short. They're not like that far back. But the tabletop is like, a tabletop.
Yeah.
So it's like 30 or 30 something inches. So you have to put something in the back or it just goes. So that's what the support is for. So if you are going to do that, just remember to put the support in the back or you will have a bad time.
That'll do it.
Yeah. But it is a thing. I ended up going with their gaming table, their sit stand like gaming thing. Just because it was real goddamn sturdy. And it had like a little inlay that I really enjoyed for because I put it right up against my wall. So I put all the cables back there.
Oh, that's a
that's
great
really nice.
idea.
It's a great it's just
Because I have a desk right now, and I'm planning on moving from my room because my room, I work in my bedroom, work from home, whatever. My brother just moved out, so if I move and work in his room, I'll be able to actually have space and not like roll out of bed and then be at work. Separate things, you know.
That'd be nice.
So I'm looking into getting. I want to do an L-shaped desk because I love my setup when I'm actually in the office. I have a little L-shaped center that I sit in the corner, have my two monitors on either side, laptop in the middle, so I got my 3 screens going right in the corner. It's great. And I want to have that at home so bad.
See, I thought you would do the L shape for the like short side monitor, whatever. Long side, you could just roll over and have like the racing setup like completely.
So I thought about doing that. The only issue is my racing desk, or I guess my PC desk, is built into my wall.
Oh.
So it's its own like cubicle and everything like that. So I only have enough space. If I were to do like triples or something like that, I'd have to get a whole rig and set it up on like the other side of my bedroom.
Alternatively, you work on the smaller desk and then use the other bedroom for gaming. And then you could put a real racing sim in there and a desk.
Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm supposed to be saving money for buying a house, Joe.
Yes, but I am a bad influence, Bob.
I know you are.
Houses won't be there anyway.
I'm helping.
I did just get some money returned to me.
Ah.
I'm just saying it works.
That is
right
true.
there.
That is true. But then the reason I'm moving is because it's hot as balls in my room because I'm in the attic and the central air doesn't get fully upstairs.
Ooh, that's rough.
So, and I have a window mounted air conditioner that is not enough to combat the heat that's built up in this room. So it's just a noise machine that like makes the general area around the air conditioner
Slightly cold.
slightly cooler. So
That just means you'll be more excited to game when you leave your bedroom.
This all makes sense to me.
I could spin this all day, Bob. All I'm hearing is that it sounds like you should just be racing in the other room. And
All
then,
the time.
And then maybe have like a little spot where you could just work on the desk. But, you know.
yeah, you're not wrong. God damn it.
Yes.
Here I go going into one of those hyper fixations of things to buy again.
I finally started cleaning up my my sim rig because I got the new PC situated.
Oh.
So that was annoying.
I'm glad you finally got it together at least.
Well, I got it together and it's been running for like 2 weeks and it's been having blue screens left and right. And I knew going into this that the 14900Ks have just awful issues just all the time. There's so many issues with this chip right now. And I was like, don't tell me I got like a bad chip or like the motherboard's bad. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I keep getting these blue screens? Did a memory test. Turns out the memory was bad.
Oh.
I had to buy new memory. So I played yesterday for a little while and I did the memory test and I was like just checking the computer like I was just running it. And I'm like, all right, no blue screens. I think we're good.
We did
Blue
it.
screen.
Yay.
So now I'm like back and forth on iRacing because I have my old PC, which was running iRacing fine.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm a little worried because when I was talking to the guys over at TNR, one of the guys was like, oh, I'm having trouble with my iRacing, like with the graphics being up in like VR or whatever. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, I have like a 2080 Super, a 2080 Ti, and I'm having issues. I'm like, what? I had a 2080. It was like 100 and something FPS. Like, no.
So iRacing is more CPU dependent than it is GPU dependent. So I think that's where the issue that they might be having is.
Yeah. Well, that was the other thing because the PC that I'm going to use to like race with that is a 9900K. It's already 5 years old.
Yeah.
Like it's not new.
Yeah. And the new tracks and cars are weirdly heavy graphics.
Well, I
dependent.
think they increased their polygon count, which, you know.
Yeah, but it's like night and day compared to some of the other tracks. Like there's no like balance, I guess. Because like you can tell some of the older tracks, they look like some of the older tracks. But even the newer tracks look similar enough to the older tracks where you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm just I'm excited that we're moving along. Elena got a new laptop, so she's gaming on a laptop now because she moves like the wind. She's kind of like a flower. She likes to move around following the sun. So like in the morning she likes to sit in her office because that's where the sun comes in. But then once the son leaves, she wants to follow the son, so she'll come sit over here in the family room. But there's no PC in the family room.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I get it. I use a desktop because I could sit in a room with no windows and just enjoy myself. And you like following the light. So we will be taking her computer. I'll be getting the graphics card from that. I might actually take her motherboard and put it in here. Because it's fully compatible.
The circle.
I told you this happens, guys. I told you this is it. This is trickle down economics
Just
in play.
continuous.
Now the question is, what do I do with that?
Trickle down computeronics.
This is it. This is what I do.
I feel like you take that and use that as like a separate. I don't even know. Like, yeah, I don't even know at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I could technically use it for the arcade. It'd still be newer than what I have in the arcade.
There you go.
But I don't know. I think I had something else for the arcade. Or no, that was the pinball machine. I'm losing track of how many computers I have. It's a problem. It's a first world problem. But it's
Yeah.
a
Projects on projects on projects.
It's not a problem we don't want to have.
That is true. You could-
It's a good
welcome.
problem.
It's a
Yeah, you
welcome
don't-
problem.
You don't want to have like not enough
Yeah.
computers. Where I'm like, I really need to do one of those. God damn it. I got to go buy one or find one. I think that's the problem. I keep finding them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do something with it. I'm over here like, but what?
So 4th of July is tomorrow.
Yes.
If you're watching us live. And American sports not doing great right now.
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Losing at shit we probably should be winning at.
Dominating at shit we have no business being a part of.
Yeah.
Literally filled with guys who have full-time jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So currently it's the Copa America
Mhm.
soccer tournament. And we were on a little bit of a run. It was shaky, but we were on a run. And then we got knocked out by a team that had no business. Like, no business. Zero business.
What team got?
I don't remember off the top of my head. But
and
we
it was all
tied-
because of a shitty offside or not offsides non-call, right?
Yeah, we tied Brazil like the game before. Like,
Which is pretty damn hard to do.
You got
Yeah.
beat by
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
come on.
1-0.
Uruguay. Let's go back real quick.
Are there any standout here besides the U.S. apparently being knocked out?
Are there standouts in the tournament?
Yeah, like has anything weird happened besides that?
So this is the first time I haven't deeply followed the tournament. I really don't know.
We lost to Panama too.
Yeah. No business.
Beat Bolivia though, so we have that going for us.
Again, that was a game we were supposed to.
Yeah, America
supposed to win.
probably should have gone 3-1.
Yeah.
The loss to Brazil and the other 3 being wins. But
We got knocked out.
America
Yeah, now
got
we're out.
America at men's soccer because apparently men just suck at soccer in the U.S.
And it's such a bad sign too because we're hosting.
Yeah.
We're hosting the World Cup.
I thought we were good. I thought we were good at soccer.
The women's team
The women's team
is lights out.
Oh, is that?
well, they
that-
were lights out.
Yeah.
The rest of the world's catching up because American women's soccer was very, very good
Mhm.
because we were the first country to let women play soccer,
Mm.
and that's the honest truth.
Hmm.
Now other countries they've been playing since they were kids too. Now
Mm.
Yeah.
they're not new to the game, and they're closing the gap. We're still very good. We have
Yeah.
a very strong team, but they're definitely closing the gap.
Oh, so we were in like our WNBA era.
Yeah.
Where like you go watch the WNBA like over the world and like the other team, the girls are like 5'5". They're like, what am I supposed to do?
But it's crazy. The rest of the world's not just catching us in soccer; they're catching us in other sports too.
Yeah.
Our U20 tackle football team just lost to Japan.
Yeah. No, I think they lost again.
But apparently,
They lost again.
Yeah, I think they
apparently
lost
though,
again.
from what I've understood, Japan actually has a really good tackle football
I
program.
believe it.
Like,
Do you?
yeah.
Have
dude.
you ever met
sumo
a
wrestlers?
thick Asian?
Sumo wrestlers.
That's not thick.
What?
That's not thick.
What is your definition?
Then
for
what
thick?
is that?
Yeah,
That's
define
beyond,
it.
That's
Get a definition right
that's
now.
beyond thick. That's stuffed.
Yeah, and if they can achieve that level of growth,
Imagine-
then thick is possible.
Joe, you've played football.
Yeah.
Imagine a sumo wrestler at center.
You're
get
getting laid on your
No
ass
one is
every
getting
time.
around.
I get
No
that.
one is
It's-
getting
his
around him.
job is
He
to push
serving up
someone his
pancakes
size
all day long.
down.
I'm not worried about the front line. It's everyone else that I'm confused about. Name an Asian who is taller than like 5'11".
Yao Ming.
Yeah,
That's racist. Y'all got nothing. You had one guy. That's not. They're just. I don't know. I don't know how this happened.
yeah. Well, listen. Football's not a height sport. It doesn't have to be. It really doesn't.
What?
It doesn't have to be a height sport.
It's every wide receiver. What do you mean? The guy's 8 feet
They're
in the air
running
and
backs.
he goes like this, and the guy's 5'5" trying to block him. He's never getting that ball.
I don't need to block you though. If I hit you hard enough, you drop the ball. It's the same.
Who's the Eagles' former running back, Darren Sproles, is like 5'0".
Thank you.
We got beat by Uruguay.
Uruguay's coming
Uruguay's
for our
coming for-
throats. They got us in soccer and football.
No,
what are
that-
we doing?
that-
Do they
can't be
have
right.
oil by chance?
No, that's the U20. That's U20 soccer.
Oh, it's
Okay.
U20
That's
soccer.
U20
Oh,
soccer.
so they're just running us up
Yeah.
in soccer.
Same score though. That threw me off. All right. Where's the fucking men's tackle team?
Okay.
Where's-
We're making
where's-
headway here.
Is it? It's such a small thing that like Google doesn't put the scores up.
Oh,
Is that
so
how
that-
bad that is?
That's
Now
the
that
other
we
thing
have
about this.
Streamlabs, we should find a way to cast
to do
your
that.
screen
Oh,
so we
that'd
can
be
throw
good.
it up on the screen.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll figure that out.
But the other thing is, we probably lost because a lot of people aren't playing this. You know, like the U20 team isn't a thing. Like
Yeah, U20 is college-ish.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
sophomore
un-
college.
It's under 20. So
Yeah, it's players under the
know,
age of 20.
yeah, you could be 16 on the U20 team. I doubt they're calling you up. You're probably not the size for it, but you could be getting picked up by Alabama and you're going to play U20 ball and might get hurt. No shot.
No.
So it's the IFAF World Junior Championships in Canada, of all places.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
We're learning.
we're learning.
We're learning.
I'm trying to figure out what the score was. Canada won? All right, this is rigged.
Well, they do have the CFL.
And they beat Japan.
Yeah, but the CFL is full of NFL players who want to do drugs.
No, that's the that's the USFL.
That's just a branch at this point. As a Dolphins fan, I knew very much about the CFL.
I just love how the CFL has the goalpost on the goal line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're running, you could just clock that thing.
Do it. Drill it.
Let's see.
Well, the point being, we're losing in soccer, we're losing in football, but you know what America's winning in?
Fucking cricket.
Things that they have. The guys at my
We
job,
just dominated.
the guys at my job they were losing their goddamn mind because we have a lot of Indian and we have a whole team of Pakistan, like in Pakistan.
The Pakistanis probably losing their minds.
Oh yeah, they did not like us.
They legitimately have the best player in the world.
Yeah.
They have the Cristiano Ronaldo Messi of cricket on their team. And they got beat by a guy that had to call out of work. I swear to God. The dude had to put in off time so he can go play in the World Championships for cricket.
Could you imagine that conversation? Hey, boss, I got to put in some PTO. There's a chance my team might make it to the championship game. I'm playing cricket. I'll let you know. And the boss is probably like, fucking cricket? You're going to the park? Like,
Yeah.
good job. He's like, no. Like the world championships.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good for you.
Solid.
Just tell me you don't want to come into work. Like, I understand.
So we have, like I said, a lot of Indian guys in our office. So they were like really up on it. They had like fucking up
Phone
here,
mounts
like,
ready to go.
just watching while they were working. Like this is a huge
Well,
deal.
those matches take what, like 8 hours?
It's like,
No, it's a long game.
long game. I still don't understand. Like 4 different people tried to explain it. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. They're like, imagine if it's baseball, but then it's 9 hours long. I'm like, well, you've lost me. That's not how that works.
So baseball before the pitch clock.
Yeah. What's crazy? It's one of the most watched sports in the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Insane. I don't get what's so enticing.
I don't know.
Good cricket play.
I didn't get it.
I've never seen a cricket highlight.
Oh, I have.
Of course you have.
Because I watch the most absurd bullshit. I watch NASCAR. No one watches. Well, a lot of people watch it, but no one I
no
talk
one
to
watches
watches it.
it.
I'll watch soccer. Not a lot of my friends watch soccer. Like,
I don't like soccer because I rather just watch hockey, which is just better soccer.
No, that's just
No,
wrong.
it's-
Soccer's the beautiful game.
I love watching
it.
soccer
Explain
because
how
you
hockey
can
is
watch
better.
you can watch the game develop over time and just watching them move the ball around
that right there. That's
and
why.
try to push the ball forward while the defense is trying to squeeze.
That's hockey. You just explained hockey.
No, because with hockey, and trust me, I'm a diehard hockey fan as well. The difference there is a lot of it is also just the offsides rule. I love the offsides rule when it comes to soccer because it depends on the furthest back defender.
Yeah.
It's not a line. It's not any. You can't cherry pick. You need to wait until the ball passes before you can go with soccer. And it's just watching the play develop, watching them move the ball around just to try to get that one opportunity. It's really cool to watch the play develop, and I love seeing that.
It's the beautiful game, I'm telling you.
It just sucks that the team I cheer for is dog water for the last
Who do you cheer for?
Everton.
Oh, God.
They've been dog water for the last couple of years. Almost got
Last
relegated
couple of years? When were they good?
before I started watching during the Tim Howard era.
Okay, all right.
What is
I
it?
have a Romelu
Everton.
Lukaku jersey. Yes, that is a real name, by the way, Joe.
I know.
I know
Lukaku.
you do. But Joe,
Yeah,
Romelu Lukaku.
Gesundheit.
he's Belgian. Yeah, that's the other twist.
And I love how he shit the bed when he went to Manchester United.
Oh yeah. So his career, I'm well versed in him because his most recent
Their third colors.
his most recent issues happened with the team I watch. I watch Inter Milan, Serie A, and he was our star. We brought him on with Conte, and it just worked. He was one of the top scorers in all of Europe. He was one of the best players in the world. And then we won a title with that team, and Inter was like, okay, sell everybody. Straight up.
Sell.
Fired the coach, sold the team. Whatever. We'll start again. It was funny. So Conte went to Tottenham, I believe, and Lukaku went to Chelsea. Immediately, Chelsea hated him.
Yeah.
Everyone at Chelsea hated him. He wasn't performing. He was back on his bullshit that he was doing in Manchester United. And they loaned him to us the next season. He spent one season away, and then we got him back on loan, and he went right back to the best he's ever played.
Can you explain? What do you mean loan?
So
So soccer is the best with this.
What?
You sell players or you can loan them. It's like a slave trade.
Yeah.
You can say
It's-
it. It's very similar to a slave trade.
a little sketchy, and you can only make roster changes 2 times a year during the transfer portal. Otherwise,
Your
that's
team's
your
your
team.
team. So when you loan a player, you own the rights to that player. They have to come back to you no matter what. But sometimes there's a loan with an option to buy. Because Chelsea didn't like him as a player and he wasn't performing, they gave us an option to buy. And we were in talks to buy him because he's back on our team. He's performing. I think we won another title that year, if I'm not mistaken. No, we lost to AC Milan, but we got second with him on the team. And we had a great Champions League run. We came in second in Champions League too with him on the team. And we go to buy him, and what does he do? Starts talks with Juventus. Are you fucking kidding me? We went straight scorched earth. Management, don't talk to him. Players, don't talk to him. Blackballed him. Just for entertaining.
just for talking. Yeah.
Just for entertaining Juventus as a buyer.
Soccer fans are insane.
Oh, they're wild.
So I'm right now for MLS, I'm kind of in between fandoms.
Oh, where we at?
For the longest time, I was a Red Bulls fan,
Mm-hmm. Naturally.
but I've kind of fallen off of the Red Bulls bandwagon
Because they suck.
because A, they're not very
They're
good,
garbage.
but B,
I love
their
them, though.
supporters are fucking scumbags.
Yeah, we are.
I know. Well, like, no, but like their actual
Yeah.
oh my god, the actual supporters section.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're like, I forget. Oh my god,
they have a name.
Vikings. The Vikings.
Yeah.
Vikings FC or whatever the hell they are. They're fucking scumbags. I know someone who's a part of it. Major piece of shit.
It's just,
So
just attracting the hugest piece
So
of
I'm
shit.
just like, I don't think I can support the team anymore. Like I was back in like the Bradley Wright Phillips days and like that kind of thing. But now I also know someone who's part of the Sons of Ben. And like they run the Sons of Ben, who are the supporters club of the Philadelphia Union.
Yeah.
That sounds like a slur.
Sons of Ben.
Sons of Ben. Well, Ben
Oh,
Franklin.
you sons of Ben.
So I'm a non-committed fan, and I root for both the Union and the Red Bulls, which is definitely a sin.
I know, but if you rooted for,
But I'm not a New York City FC fan.
yeah, if you rooted
Because
for New
fuck
York
City.
yeah, that'd be a sin. So the Lukaku crisis ended with Juventus pulling out of conversations with him, and then he took a pay cut and went to Roma. Way to go. Way to go, bud. You really crushed it. And now, guess what's happening in the Euro Cup, which is also going on right now? Belgium shit in the bed because he can't score.
Damn you, Lukaku.
Let's see where they're at.
There's a lot of sports and nothing is happening how it's supposed to.
Belgium
Everything
lost to
feels wrong.
France 1-0.
Is Belgium supposed to be like the top?
Belgium won the last. No, Italy won the last Euro Cup. Belgium made it to the quarterfinals.
I was gonna say I remember
They were looking like a favorite to win because Lukaku was in great form because he was playing for Inter.
Question for you. I've been to the Gold Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
Is the CONCACAF Gold Cup the same as the U.S. Cup that's going on now, or is that separate?
That's separate.
Okay. Because it's like all the different cups and everything
Oh,
like that.
yeah,
I'm just
there's-
like,
it's a lot of cups.
There's
it's those
trophies
kind
for
of things that I
everything.
don't understand.
That's a
But
separate.
I was trying to find the record for your team. I can't fucking find
Well,
it.
because the season hasn't started. They're in the offseason.
I meant like all records. Like I was trying to find like their last winning season. I just couldn't fucking find it.
It's because it doesn't exist.
I think it was 2015, but I could be wrong.
That was about when I started watching them. Because the first couple of years that I started watching, they were perennial, like between 6th and 10th. And the top, 6 go to Champions League?
Oh, fireworks have started.
No.
Or top 3 go to Champions League?
Top 2 get a bid for the
Okay, so whatever the other league where you're
Euro.
like top
It's like
6 Euro.
Yeah, it's UEFA. That's
UEFA, that's it. So they were like just on the cusp, but then of course last game of the year they lose to Liverpool, which for you, Joe, it's like picture the Jets and Giants if they had their own stadium, but they had a rivalry.
All right.
Don't they?
I feel like the Jets and Giants don't care about each other.
Well, Jets fans are just poor Giants fans.
Yeah.
That's been the running
Right,
joke.
but their fans don't really hate each other.
Yeah.
Everton and Liverpool are in the same town. You can almost see the other team's stadium from the first stadium.
All right.
They're both in the Premier League.
Got it.
They both hate each other, and Liverpool's the better team.
up by a landslide. It's not even close.
Damn you, Jurgen Klopp.
So
2014-2015 season, they came in 11th of 20.
okay, never mind. I was wrong.
2015-2016, they came in 11th.
Out of 20, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know if it was
that
gonna
doesn't
go
change
up.
too much. That doesn't change too much. Next season, they came in 7th. We're making some headway. We're gonna go. We'll go all the way with this. We'll see how their progression. 8th. Okay, we're holding the line. 18-19, 8th again.
Their jerseys didn't look great. I looked them up.
They changed their jerseys every year.
Home is blue, away is red.
Home has always been blue.
Mm-hmm.
The away and the alternate change every year.
Why is the alternate? Because I looked at it, and it just looks like someone accidentally printed the uniform in, like, grayscale, and the guy who made it was like, yup.
Because soccer jerseys.
Yep.
Because they will sell.
They look like bad refs.
They'll sell.
Yeah.
My team had a third kit a couple years back that was marble. It's really sweet. It's really sweet. It's really
This
really
just
cool.
looked like they ran out of, like, color printer and was just like, I just print it in black and white.
Next week I might bring my one of my Red Bull or Everton jerseys or one of them. They change every
Ooh,
year.
we'll have a jersey day.
Ooh.
I only have a
jersey show?
Dolphins jersey.
That's fine. All right.
I used to be a jersey collector.
21-22. They came in 16.
I can never get into it.
You guys have been bottom of the table recently.
The only reason they didn't
really
get,
eking by from relegation.
the only reason they didn't get relegated last year is because they won their last game of the season. By the way, relegation.
I was going to say, what is
So relegation, picture in the U.S. Like a tier system, like MLB, AAA, AA, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the year, the bottom three teams, the three worst teams in the MLB, get sent down to AAA.
And then
And the top three teams of AAA
go up.
get promoted to the big leagues.
Oh, that's hilarious. They should do that with the NFL.
And then they do that to...
the Jets would be gone.
That's what I'm saying.
They do that to
couldn't be a Jets
AAA.
fan.
It would be great.
I'd have a cop out.
It'd be-
I'm not a Jets fan
it'd be
anymore.
so
Yeah,
good.
it's the god.
Well, it gives everybody a reason. Like, that's just like, all right, you get one free. Like, everyone gets one switch every year.
And then they do that for all of the leagues. So AAA,
Oh, yeah.
top three go up, bottom three go to AA. AA
Oh, so you
go
could
up.
really fall from grace.
You can
continue to
all the way
descend.
down to like the 6th or 7th league, which are just like guys who drink and play soccer on the weekend.
Yeah. They're part of the system.
Like,
They're in the system.
yeah, like you know the team Wrexham,
yeah.
The one that
Rob
yeah,
McElhenney.
Mm-hmm.
They own a soccer team that is now in the 3rd division.
Yeah.
So if they win this year, they go to the 2nd division.
They're making their way up.
Which they very well could make it into the Premier League in the next
Which would be
6
hilarious.
years.
Hmm.
Starting out as a small town local club.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Inter Milan is the only team in Italy to never be relegated.
I think that's the same with Everton. Everton has never not been in the Premier League.
Really?
I think
You guys
that's
are riding the line, though. You're right there.
But they have a new stadium this year.
It's just been by coincidence. It's not.
Because trust me, the Premier League fucking hates Everton.
Oh, yeah.
They levied a huge
scab.
fine,
I agree.
the
huge
scab
points,
that won't go away.
huge fines, huge penalties for I forget even what some of the issues were, and they're like, no, you guys talked to the wrong people at the wrong time, so here's a $500,000 fine, and you lost a couple of points.
Love that.
Points are very hard to get.
Yeah.
You can only draw or win to get points. If you lose, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
And if you draw, it's only 1 point.
Yeah, win gives you 3, a draw gives you 1. And it's one apiece.
I was gonna say what happens with draws because when I was looking at their record, it was 1,900 wins, 2,300 losses, and then just a shitload of ties.
Yeah. So unless it's some kind of elimination tournament, the game ends after 90 complete minutes, which is why they have extra time.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how the hell that works. That just annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh, so soccer is always 90 minutes of play.
And the clock
So
counts up.
yeah,
Yeah, according to the referee's stopwatch, I'm assuming.
yeah, anytime the ball is not being played, like a throw in, a free kick, any of that, the ref starts a separate clock and then adds that to the end of each half to make up for the time that wasn't being played. And it's negotiable. It's the ref's call, which is what I love about soccer. The ref has a lot of the power, and they can fuck it up. All the new technology makes it too robotic.
I was saying that, but the opposite for baseball and football.
You need more robot?
Yes.
Yeah. Especially baseball.
In baseball, we don't need umpires anymore.
Yeah.
They are not needed.
That documentary just came out about the ref that retired from baseball, and like one of his years he had like an 80% error. Like what are you doing? How are you a professional ref?
The thing
Yeah,
now,
if I had a 20% positive job performance,
right,
I'd have been fired
Yeah.
by now.
So the thing that threw me off with baseball was, as a catcher, for basically as they start teaching you to be a catcher, is to cheat. That's your job. Your job is to catch the ball and then move it as far to the outside as you can to get him to think it was a ball. That's your job, is to cheat. It's to blatantly cheat. We have robots. As the fucking pitch is thrown, the robot already knows where the ball's going to go. The pitcher pops up on the screen half a second after the ball gets thrown. Why the fuck is the umpire there? If the commentators go ball and then the umpire calls a strike, one of them is wrong. And it's not the one with the fucking camera looking at the strike.
No, but I love the human error in sport. That's fun. It makes the game more interesting because right now you're back to soccer because I love it. I love it. I do. I'm going to make everything about it.
It's just so slow for me.
The offside rule is when you need 2 defenders. They could be anyone. It doesn't have to be the goalie and someone else, but it typically is. You need 2 defenders in front of the ball before it's moved. So if I kick a ball and there's not 2 defenders, it's offsides. They are so like the camera angles they're using are like, see that gap, see this little inch. Your foot was not contacting the ball. Yeah, you're offsides now. Like what are we talking? Or like their shoulder blade was like a little too far forward. Like there was no advantage there. Because that's the point of the rule. It's to stop the attacking team from having the advantage.
And the other thing I love about how it's so manual with the end of the game, the official will not end the game until a scoring chance is over.
Oh, yeah.
So if the offense has the ball, they've already gone their 5 minutes plus with stoppage time until the defense gets the ball and gets rid of it. You're still playing.
Yeah. That's why you'll see like big wild kicks at the end of the game to send the ball all to the other side. It's to end the game. The ball's not in play if it's all the way over there.
Yeah.
Blow the whistle.
In certain things, I think the robots and the cameras are good. Not all of them.
Yeah.
But like baseball, that's a big one. Your job, not important anymore. You mean nothing.
Obsolete.
Yeah.
Completely obsolete. Football. Like the amount of times, and they've made a whole new rule for how bad it is. The refs are so bad at their job that now they have to get calls from New York where there's a team of other refs looking at the plays to make sure they didn't fuck up.
Cries in the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl a couple of years ago where they had that fucking awful call that should not have been a holding call.
Yeah.
Lost the game for the Eagles.
It just...
Still salty.
Like that one,
Good.
Good, they deserve it.
The Jets fan.
Yeah.
Good. You weren't a threat until you won a Super Bowl.
You were never a threat, and then you were. And now we need to shut you down.
I know Eagles fans have a bit of a reputation of being obnoxious assholes.
You threw batteries at Santa.
In fairness, that was
You're
once,
also the reason that they don't use glass containers or beer bottles anymore.
in the 1960s.
They grease
But
the poles of your city.
Hell yeah, they do. They wanted to make it more fun for when they climb the pole. But there's a video from the year the 2017-2018 run where they went and won the Super Bowl of an Eagles fan drunk out of his gourd screaming,
"Go Birds!"
"Go Birds!"
I love that video.
in the face of an old lady.
I'm on Reddit.
It was either a Packers or Vikings fan.
It
Right?
was a Vikings
It was a
fan because
Vikings
it
fan.
was when they killed the Vikings in like the NFC Championship.
He's
game.
leaning back and like shaking his arms, going, "Go Birds!"
With the hardcore Philly accent. Go Birds!
So someone, I guess, posted that they were going to an Eagles game, and they're like, "Are they really that bad?" And the top comment is, "They tipped a car over before the Super Bowl started." That's the top comment.
Yes. Eagles Super Bowl parade, best moment of my life, though.
Ah.
Like, I'm not a diehard Eagles fan. I like the Eagles, but they don't ruin and run my life.
That's fair.
But that was so cool being there around all the other drunk Philly fans. That's the night Joel Embiid saw my dick. Like,
There we go. Now we're talking.
We love that.
you know, it just
That really sparked a fire in Philly sports, though. That Super Bowl win, because they've been on the up and up.
Phillies are one of the best teams in baseball right now.
Yeah.
Like,
There was who's the player when the Phillies won the World Championship, which is hilarious that we call it the World Championship.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just great.
they won the World Series. Who else
the
played?
World Series.
America.
That was it.
And
America.
one Canadian team.
He sat there
Toronto.
and he leaned in and goes, "World champions, world fucking champions."
Live.
Live.
It's amazing.
And then Jason Kelsey did the same thing, wearing a mummer's outfit.
The only Philly team that I like is the Flyers. And that's strictly because back in the day, they got so brutally violent with the game of hockey that they had to come up with more rules.
They
And I was like, yeah, I get
chased
behind
the
it.
Russian national hockey team off the ice because they were too violent. The Broad Street Bully.
Yes, the Broad Street Bullies. I love them.
Yeah, hockey's fun.
I love hockey.
That's just, I'm sorry, it's better than soccer.
You're wrong. It's okay.
It's
The
better
world
than soccer.
agrees
It's,
with me.
it's A, faster pace,
Boring.
and B, at any given time, if you fuck up, you can catch hands. And the refs don't stop it, and the guy on the other team doesn't fall on the floor and go, "Ah!" for 5 minutes to try to get some fucking recoup time.
In fairness-
they punch each other in the face, and then one goes to a penalty box.
In fairness, the reason soccer players play out an injury
I know why they do it.
is because they don't keep time. There's no stoppage. They're just giving their other guys a break.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's stupid,
It's just also
but I get it.
stupid.
My
Because it
favorite
is so
is the
fucking
Neymar
frustrating when it
memes.
happens.
When Neymar goes down, he rolls. there's like the infinite roll of him. I love it.
Oh, he's like Shaq.
Oh yeah.
Whenever Shaq went down, just, it just keeps going. But I like the fact that there's repercussions in hockey. Like,
Yeah.
you want to fuck around? You could get hands. Like,
In college, I did a whole report on fighting in hockey. Because at the time I was working for a minor league hockey team, and
It's part of the culture.
and that was right around the start of they need to ban all fighting in hockey and blah 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 blah.
It's part of the game.
I was in a sports and American life class where our teacher did not teach the class.
Yeah.
They literally the first week are like, "All right, this is everyone's assignments. Go." I was out that day. The teacher didn't have something else, so I'm like, "Fuck it. I'm going to talk about fighting in hockey."
Hell yeah. Keep the gloves loose.
So I
Keep
showed
them loose. Be ready. Keep them loose.
I
I'm
showed
saying.
the 2004 or 2003. It was 03, 04, or 06, one of those. Line brawl between the Flyers and the Senators that had the most penalty minutes in NHL history. Joe, pull up the video. Everybody fought. By the time everyone was done fighting, there were 3 players left on each team.
yeah,
Gangster.
Wasn't there
They
another?
The goalies even fought.
Wasn't there another one that was a little more recent, where the ref started the game and they all just threw down and just
Rangers Islanders.
there was
this
that
season.
one.
Oh yeah.
Just
It was Rangers Islanders, then it was Rangers and
Someone's gonna learn a lesson today.
Canucks because
puck
their
didn't
old
even
coach
go
was there.
down. The ref was like, "Go." throw hands.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you guys seen the either show Letterkenny or Shorzy?
No, but I know
wanted to
of it.
watch Shores.
They're so good. Both of them. Both series are fantastic. They're by the same person.
Who's Millwall?
Millwall.
Is it a soccer club?
Yes.
I don't know where.
So
I mean, I assume England.
Someone had said, explain to a British fan why Philly fans are the most hated fan base, and the top comment is they are the Millwall fans of the U.S.
So,
They
England,
even stole the "No one likes us, we don't care" chant from them.
So in England, they have hooligans. They're fucking gangs. They're just gangs.
They're straight up gangs
So,
that
like,
happen to like soccer
Back in the
or
day,
football.
and it might still happen today. I'm not sure, but back in the day, like Chelsea's hooligans would give you a Chelsea smile. They'd take credit cards after beating the piss out of you. Like they'd lift your lifeless body up and take a credit card and slice you like the Joker, and give you a Chelsea smile.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just blatantly gangs
Yeah.
I see.
and violent.
They're from London.
Yeah,
Millwall's London. Southeast London.
and I'm sure there's probably articles about people fighting
Oh,
ruthlessly.
if it's like Philly, yes. They just got compared to Philly.
the Millwall. I love that.
So,
But the show Letterkenny and Shorzy, it's about a town in Canada called Letterkenny, and it's about life in that town. It's fucking hysterical. Shorzy is about a character in Letterkenny who plays hockey, and it's his whole story of his hockey career. But it's like they call it whale shit hockey because they're like 30 and drunk and like still trying to play.
I have friends that are like that.
Yeah. But
I just love
it's
the accents.
it's so funny. It's so funny. And like they do the hockey fights and everything, and their commentary is just so funny.
It's so good. I need to watch the show.
Oh, you have to.
I love seeing the clips that come up on social media every now and then.
Like,
Like
they're all funny. They all look good. I was like, I just don't want to. I don't want to like ruin it with the rest of the show if it's not
the
good.
whole show is fantastic. There's a great scene where he's in a hockey fight, but he kept his helmet on, and he's just going, "Oh yeah, you fucking idiot! Like punch my helmet."
But that's what happens in real hockey
Oh
fights.
yeah.
And I love my favorite part of hockey fights is when the teams are like there are friends on the other team. So there's a fight happening and they just skate up to one of their friends and just like
Aww.
like just watching it happen.
the best. So the helmet thing is actually a rule in the NHL. You're not allowed to take off your own helmet.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when that rule first came out, guys would get into fights and just go mutually take the other person's helmet off.
Yeah.
It's like you're being unknighted.
Yeah, literally take it off, set it aside, and then just beat the piss out of each other.
You know how like cool a hockey player is by how quickly he can drop his gloves.
Yeah,
Because like those gloves, they go on. They're pretty
they're
snug.
on. They're
on.
tight.
I don't know. Well,
I used to play hockey.
Yeah, you bought them too big.
No. They're snug the first like season or so, but like after that,
Yeah, these dudes are going like this, and those gloves are sliding right off.
Yeah,
I used to fight a lot when I played hockey.
I
know what I
love-
did.
Yeah. There's no like grab the glove, take it
No,
off.
no, no.
It's just a quick
It
release.
takes too much time.
Have you
I
ever?
used to throw them at people. Like a duel. Fucking go.
What are we gonna do here?
What are we doing? Sir, this is roller hockey. You think I give a fuck where we are?
Have you ever seen the George LaRock mic'd up, where they're getting ready for the face off, and the guy and George LaRock turns to the other guy and goes, "You want to fight?
Yeah.
All right, good luck."
That's always.
That's literally how this
I love the
big
mic up.
hulking dude, like only there to fight.
Yeah.
He just skates up to the other guy. Hey, bud, you want to go? Yeah. All right, good luck.
I
That
love.
became a style in hockey. Is you get players that weren't good at hockey.
The
They're just
enforcer.
bruisers.
The enforcers.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
and then
I'm
the
here
ones
to
that were
hurt you.
That was me when I played hockey.
and then the
They put me
ones
on
that were
defense, I don't
there
fucking move.
to like and like the players who were the enforcers but were slightly better at hockey were called grinders
Yeah.
because they grind you in the boards, take you out, but then also beat the shit out of you.
I love
Quick with the gloves.
and it's even like they know, like the players know, because it'd be like they'll like skate up to each other like right before a face. They'll be like, "Hey, do one for the crowd." Come on. We already had one. Like, if there's already one, we should just,
do
crowd
one for this side.
Crowd seems like they're kind of into it. You want to just go for it? And they'd be like, all right. Like, or you get like the other one. In, let's go. Yeah.
I love like hockey shit talk and the hockey sayings.
Oh,
like,
it's so good.
There's a great clip my buddy in college showed me. I don't know the announcer's name because I don't follow it that deep. But the guy hits like a upper 90 shot in the goal, and the announcer goes, "Oh yeah, top shelf where Mama keeps the cookies."
Yeah, that was probably Jim Montgomery.
I was crying. I was like, "That's the funniest shit I've ever heard." Top shelf where Mama keeps the cookies.
I had when I was working for the minor league hockey team, I did a little bit of color commentary, and our play-by-play guy, the team just started calling him Bronk because our games were broadcast on Riders radio station, which is 107.7 The Bronc. But his thing was he would always emphasize the Bronc. So the team just started calling him Bronk. Like, that was just his nickname. And like, he would throw like little one-liners. Oh, well, on the top shelf where Mama don't clean no more. Like, different things like that. Or, he'll slap a low worm burner, which is just a puck that skitters around the ice.
Yeah.
It's a worm burner. But like, he tees it high and lets it fly. Okay, that's football, but
whatever.
Sure, it works.
You got close.
Everyone knew what you meant.
One game, the team I work for just hired Todd Fedoruk as their assistant coach. Todd Fedoruk was one of those enforcers. Didn't have much of a playing ability. He was just there to beat the shit out of the other guy. Well, the team was very bad this year. The 2 years that I worked for them, they were awful. And Fedoruk was in a shit mood that night. But before the game even started, mind you.
We love that.
So I had to go down and get the starting lineup from the coach. So I'm hanging out in the little like vestibule area in the locker room. My boss comes up and then he steps into our head coach's office. Well, Todd Fedoruk is coming out and gets into my boss's face. Scream, "Get the fuck out of my locker room. You're not in here. You need to get the fuck," like screaming at him. And I'm just like, oh God, I'm about to watch my boss get his face smashed in by Todd Fedoruk.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm going to leave now.
My boss is about to get bullied. I don't know what to do.
I'm not calling HR.
Because apparently they were told no media allowed in the locker room. And the coach didn't realize that we weren't media, that we worked for the team.
That's fair, though.
Yeah, he was suspended for a few games after that.
That's the wrong call there. I like the coach's energy.
Right?
Oh, you shouldn't have went near his locker room. I'd side with him all day. What were you thinking? What were you thinking going near his locker room?
We were literally there to get a piece of paper about this big from the coach. And all the paper said, 2, 18, 3, 91, 5. That's all it was. Just numbers to know who's starting.
Yeah, no, ignore that. You don't need that paper.
Yeah, you just make it up.
You see this
and
big
we weren't
man
even
here?
in like the locker room proper. It was, so the way the locker room was set up, you walk in, it's like a little hallway.
Yeah, a little breezeway.
To the right is the equipment room. We were standing right in front of the equipment room. The locker room was on the other side of the wall. And like everything else was over on that side. We're literally just sitting there like, "Hey Vince, can we get the lineup?" "Oh yeah. Hold on there, guys. Just wait 2 seconds. I'll be right out." I'm like, "All right, cool. All right, guys, come on in." As we're walking in, Fedoruk right there, "Get the fuck out!" And I'm just like, oh God.
With the paper and the paper.
I just need the numbers, please.
I just need
I
numbers.
peed a little bit.
I'm glad I wore my brown pants tonight.
I gotta get my emergency undies.
Oh God.
The E-undies.
Yeah, the E-undies. Old E-undies.
I hear some freedom in the background.
So speaking of freedom and all that kind of stuff, last week I wasn't here because I was on vacation. Took a vacation up to Maine, and they do this thing called the Windjammer Week, which giant sailboats, like massive, like huge, like picture like the Nina, the Pinto, the Santa, like those kind of ones. All throughout the town in the harbor and everything like that. Awesome place. And on the Wednesday of the week every year, they do this thing called the cod race. It's a relay race where teams of 4 have to quickly get dressed in lobsterman gear. So bright orange.
It's a jumpsuit.
Not even a jumpsuit. Bright orange, like visible high-vis jacket. Fishing waders. Giant, like knee-high rubber boots. And you have to race down the streets of Boothbay Harbor holding 2 very large dead codfish. And it's a relay race. So one person goes, they stop at the next line.
It's like a baton.
They drop the fish.
Oh, they just drop the
They
fish.
drop their clothes. The next person picks up the fish, puts on the clothes, runs back
it's
up the
same
street.
set of clothes?
Yeah. And they pass it back and forth.
I don't want to be the 4th person.
Pull up pictures of the Boothbay cod races.
I don't want to be the 4th person. I'll go first.
And it's all ages.
Do they get... They have to lube up by like the 3rd person, or else you're not getting in the rubber.
I mean,
I don't want to think about it. I'm just gonna let that one lie there.
Okay, first of all, that's a lot of pancakes.
yeah, they had a pancake eating contest. They also did a lobster contest
Oh man,
and a hot dog contest. Yeah, that's
There's
the
a
lobster contest.
I'd be all up in that goddamn contest.
Do you have to?
Do you see that 60-year-old man and then guy next to him? I would crush them.
Yeah, first person eat the entire lobster.
You have
I
to
would-
crack it yourself?
Crack it yourself, tail, claws.
Dude, that takes like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm coming in with a mallet. Second of all, I would destroy these people. I would eat so much lobster, I would become allergic.
Like me.
Lobster's so good.
It is so good.
Yeah, that was the...
We got to get up there for a podcast with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead
yeah.
of,
Dude.
like, we'll do hot sauce, but also.
But
Dude.
also,
I am telling you, we go up there. Also, Gabe with Spicy Shark, everywhere in that town.
Oh, was
really?
It?
Everywhere.
Love
That makes sense.
Good for him.
They have a RC sailing competition, too.
They have that. The
That's something I
codfish
used to-
race.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
The codfish, he
Yeah, that happens a lot.
didn't get far.
But yeah, see, they're dressed up in their high vis stuff, carrying
Yeah,
2 large
those-
dead fish.
Those are, oh, okay, so you get help. you get help.
You can have your team help you.
Oh, you have team help.
Ain't
Listen,
bad.
yeah, that's fine.
They just run with dead fish all down the street, and it's crowded too.
It looks like it's crowded,
People come to watch this every year.
which is hilarious.
That's awesome.
Where are you coming for? Oh, I'm here for the cod race.
People will literally watch anything if it's a
Well,
competition.
they had a family member come in, and she thought we were joking. We're like, "Oh, you got your you going to the cod race this year?" She's like, "Oh, haha," and I'm like, "No, it's a it's a
that's
codfish
serious.
race." She's like, "Oh no, you're just joking with me." I'm like, "No, they dress up in fishing gear and run through the streets carrying 2 very large fish." And she's like, "If they didn't have pictures, I thought you were joking with me."
I kind of wish the fish were alive.
right?
Challenge.
Right?
Good challenge. But maybe
They're probably dead by the time the race is done, though.
well, yeah, but still.
Yeah, but that first person's really got to work for it. Like, he gets the fresh suit, but
Yeah, but here's 2 live fish.
Yeah, have fun racing with the fish.
I want to see how far away this is from.
It's an
Where-
hour and a half
where I
northeast
usually
of
stay.
Portland.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So, Bob, is this where you got the little treats over there from?
It is. There is a brewery just on the outskirts of the Boothbay Harbor region called the Boothbay Craft Brewery.
Okay.
And they make they have a whole list of beers that they make in house. They've got great like finger foods. They've got awesome pizza. We had
That's shocking for me. Awesome pizza?
like brick oven, delicious pizza.
Wow. Good for that.
So they had
There's
that.
a lot of people moving up.
Yeah,
We had
yes,
a
but still.
massive pretzel that like they had like the little garlic butter on the side.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is my favorite beer. We didn't go to the brewery this year, but they sell in all like the different convenience stores around the area. I love this beer. if you like Blue Moon,
Yeah.
you're going to love this.
Oh, you are further south than where I usually drive. Like way further south. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
damn.
So I usually go all the way up to Camden.
Okay.
Because I love Camden.
Out there hiking it. Damn.
No, it's right next to Acadia and stuff. It's like not that far. It looks
Oh,
like it's
okay.
far. It's not that far. It's an
Yeah.
hour. But like there's Acadia. So it's like another 40-minute drive.
Yeah, everywhere. Because we stay, if you zoom in a little bit more into Booth Bay, off to the right, you'll see Ocean Point to the right of town. I think it's where that blue dot is to your, like to the right of your mouse. Is that it? Ocean Point?
No, this is a lighthouse.
Oh, that's Pemaquid. Over to the left.
Oh, yes, Pemaquid.
Over to the
Ocean
left
Point.
more.
There it
Yeah,
is.
Ocean
Yeah,
Point.
that's
That's
it,
where
yeah.
we stay.
Mm.
And to get to town is like a 30-minute drive. Even though it's like,
Looks like there's one road.
yeah, it's literally one road out and in. Fucking love that place.
I'm telling you, if there's one place I'd retire to, it's Maine.
Absolutely. My girlfriend was half jokingly looking at like
We've looked at properties.
places to work, and she's like, their subs make a lot of money, but their teachers don't. Their subs get like $130 a day.
That's
What?
hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
But then she's like,
All right.
but teaching salary, no.
Not so much.
Yeah. It's wild. Like the fall off from New Jersey, literally anywhere else.
Yes.
Insane.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
But like, there's benefits. Working in other places. Like some states don't have income tax.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
That
And then
does
cost of living is also lower in places. So
So this beer for you guys is the Tuna Time Ale brewed with orange zest and spices.
I'm going to be completely honest. When I read it right before we went on the air, I thought it said Uniyime. And I can't unsee it.
I half jokingly call it Uniyime every time.
Yeah.
can you get a Uniyime?
Uniyime.
I'll get a Uniyime.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And this place on the premises of the brewery has a RV park, campground,
You know, I caught the RV part.
and is the brewery.
that's very good. It's a fantastic beer.
It's pretty light, nice and refreshing, not super heavy,
Oh, that's delicious.
and is probably my favorite beer.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like, I had it at the brewery, and I'm like, you know what? I need to buy a 4-pack here. So we did. Bought, like, pint glasses and all that kind of stuff, too.
Oh, nice.
And then this year, I saw it in one of the general stores there, and I'm like,
Gotta.
yeah, I need to buy this.
I just gotta. Yeah, that's really good. It's got not fruity, but it's got a more earthy feel.
Yeah. I mean, there's still like a heavy orange, like fruitiness to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the Booth Bay, they do this whole event there.
Every year they do Windjammer, like, in the harbor itself.
Oh, okay.
And it's very typical, like old time fishing village turned more touristy now.
Oh, okay.
But like it's all in like rocky, mountainy kind of area, right on the coast. A ton of like boat trips, and you could go whale watching and puffin watching, and you know all that kind of stuff.
You're explaining all the things that I liked in Camden.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys need to try out Booth Bay. It is a little more commercialized. There's a whole bunch of like hotels and whatnot in town, or you can rent a cabin or something like that, which is what my girlfriend's family does every year. They rent a cabin in Ocean Point.
We'll just crash next year's event.
Yeah.
We'll just show
Dude,
up. Why not?
I'm telling you guys,
Hey, guys.
Hi.
here's what we do.
I'm here now.
Get the RV, stay at the brewery.
Oh no!
Now we have a problem.
Now we have a problem.
Now we have a problem.
Now we have a
Bob,
problem.
you were with us at a brewery one time.
Yeah, you know
I
what
know.
happens.
Here's the thing.
It's only getting worse.
I'll be with my girlfirl's family. We'll just meet up for dinner one night.
No, we won't meat up. We
You
won't
don't
meet
want-
up. That's the problem.
You don't want her family seeing that.
Yeah. Ah.
How you doing, officer?
I mean, in fairness, her family does love you already, Joe. So I'm sure she'll love you too.
I'll start collecting beer taps from staying at places.
I mean,
Oh no, more orange beers that I have to buy through from kegs.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But this time, this one's from Maine.
Yeah.
And I don't think they distribute very far.
Tuna time.
Oh, they'll distribute where I need them.
With the amount that we're willing to spend.
That sounds like a threat.
Well, once the gazebo is up, that is part of the whole reason we got this was I am doing the outdoor kitchen thing.
Oh, okay.
So I have the beer tap out there. I just can't leave it on in direct sunlight because the refrigerator's not going to refrigerate very well.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to go right over here where it's like most shady most of the time. So that kegger is going to be online very soon.
Yes.
I have a second fridge in my house that is just a giant keg. It's a giant kegerator. It's a full-size fridge with a freezer on top that my buddy converted to a kegerator. I don't use the kegerator. I just use a second fridge, but all my beer's in there. It's great. It's fantastic.
my fridge downstairs is just alcohol.
You should have an alcohol fridge.
it's
Yeah,
alcohol
I have a beer
freezer.
fridge.
It's alcohol and frozen pizza.
Yeah.
That's
Little mini fridge in the kitchen.
The bottom is what happens if you drink a lot of the top. It's just there for emergencies. Do I drink the frozen? Do I eat the frozen pizzas? No.
No, it's my backup pizza.
Those are just there if I have a lot of that alcohol and it's an emergency. Frozen pizzas.
So Boston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
Joe, do you want me to lie to you?
Yeah, that was still insane.
Many calories.
There was so many calories.
The breadsticks.
The answer should have been yes. I want you to lie to me. But no, I had to say no like a good person.
So I feel like on that note, it's a good time to wrap things up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been a very fun episode. Thanks you all for hanging out with us again tonight. Don't forget you can check us out live on both Twitch and YouTube now.
What?
Wednesday nights around 8 o'clock ish, give or take. If I'm
Ballpark it.
running late like today, you can check us out there or on demand any other time wherever you find podcasts as well. Apple, Google, all that kind of stuff too. Don't forget to check us out online as well. TabletopTrio.com. That'll find all your socials, find out where we're going to be and all that kind of stuff. So we have a couple fun events coming up pretty soon towards the end of August. We've got the Philly Sauce Festival at Neshaminy Creek Brewing. More beer, more keg taps for Joe to buy.
Oh no.
I might make a video from Ion. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That'll be good.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
I'm excited to see that. Maybe even do like a little phone Facebook Live kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get some drone footage.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if it's still illegal or not.
Who cares?
If you
You're there for
we can
Ion.
get little chest mounts. We can get like first person shooter.
Ooh.
I tried that once.
How'd that go?
Didn't go good.
Well, yeah, I assume you got hit with paint, and it kind of ruined the shot after that. But
You are a target.
yeah, see that guy videotaping?
I
Shoot
had
him.
Fucking
I
nerd.
had it right on my helmet, pointed down a little bit to get like a good like Doom shot. And then as soon as I poked out, there was just like thoo, 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 thoo. And I poked back in. I'm like, did they hit me? My friend was like, only the camera. I was like, great.
Love it.
But on that note, thanks y'all so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. As always, I'm Bob.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Graham.
Have a great night.